Hey, all you people, and welcome back in to another episode. I honestly don't know what we're doing today. I'm debating if I need to do if I need to start work on another platform or what we need to do, but we'll figure it out as we go. So, I have an interesting first idea for this bridge. I changed my mind literally within 5 seconds. I did this, and actually, I think that looks a lot better. Let's see what happens if I do this. Yeah, no, that looks actually really good, I think. Yeah, I like that a lot. Well, the road may almost be done. I think that we're reaching final stages of at least like the current planned expansions of the road. I don't think I'm expanding the wall much further. Like I think that it's going to go out a little bit, but not too much. But yeah, I think we're reaching the final stages. I just gotta get the trapdoors in and get the sandstone in, and I think that we have the road that I've wanted to build. It's a lot more intricate than the one I built in the very first series I did, but that's okay. Like that's improvement. I'm doing more. All right, moment of truth. How does it look? I think that actually looks really good, and honestly, having it like disappear under the tree provides like a I don't know if more natural is the right word, but like it's a different border that I think is better. I may have to jut that out a little bit more, but overall I think that the road looks good. I think that the shapes in the road work, even though the trees are kind of odd with it. Maybe I need to fix theirs slightly. I think I fixed it. Maybe. I don't know. Like it, something just feels off. Maybe it's just because this is 5 long, but like looking at the map, it may also just be because of the tree partially blocking it. I don't know. I'm. I don't mind it, but like, if something feels wrong, and I don't know what's wrong. I think this may be it. That looks right looking at it, and looking on the map, I think it looks right too. So yeah, I think that we got it. I don't know what was so wrong and what was throwing me off so much. I know these are 4, but I think I'm okay with these ones being 4. Maybe it was just I had too many extra long ones. Like maybe that 5 long just was messing with me too much or something. I'm not fully sure, but that was a lot more annoying of a fix than I expected it would be. I tore down a couple trees here because I figured out what we're doing, and it's gonna have to do with that. We have the exterior of our bee sanctuary. I do have a lot of work still ahead of me though, because if we're going to do what I want to do with this, A, this is going to need cleaned up a bit. This is just kind of here for now, but I'll make it nicer. B, we got to get the bee hives in, I guess. C, I got to get digging. That's right, we have another giant box to fit in with our other box way over there. I don't really have a good way to show that right now, but the box over there, we have another one. However, if it wasn't obvious, based on what's above it, this is going to be our honey box. We are going to have all of our honey stored in this one, and hopefully we can get that to infinite before we're done here, but if I want that, I'm going to have to seriously get started on I'm gonna have to seriously get started on getting the bee production going because we have, I think I have like 3 technically, but right now we have 0. So one of the benefits of having all these different mods combined together is I can get these custom beehives, and I did test them. They do work in conjunction with the create stuff, so it doesn't run into the issue that the chip blocks do, because I believe it's a friends and foes block. Yeah, it's friends and foes, and friends and foes seems to work. Friends and foes seems to work with the create blocks, which is nice. And also means once we're done getting all the honeycombs we need from this, then we can just put pipes directly underneath them and start filling up the massive um, honey storage down here. As I've been waiting for these hives to keep producing more honeycombs so I can get started on actually like building out the honey room, as I started digging down, I was like, all right, where do I want like the actual honey production stuff to be? I think this level's pretty good. Like obviously I won't be able to tell since this is just going to be a wall of honey. But I forgot that something existed because I dug into this. Obviously this was not me, this was here. I forgot that when I built the sugarcane farm, this is still here. So, I think we may be moving the sugarcane farm and stuff and just actually making a legitimate connection to back here. I don't see why I wouldn't, especially if I already have a direct link, clearly. But yeah, the next step may just be we push this back, and then we have an actual way up to the honey production, and that's how we keep expanding this, I guess. I wasn't sure how I was going to, given this here and that there. There's clearly defined stuff on walls, but this is probably the easiest thing to move, and this is the easiest thing to move too. In the process of getting set up for the rest of the bee room, I built this, and I forgot how nice flower farms are. Like, so many dandelions. I should be at a crafting table just to exacerbate the point of how many dyes I just got from a stack and a half of bone meal. It's ridiculous how nice they are when you need especially like a yellow or a red or a blue, or what type of dye does daisies give? Is it light gray? Is that light gray? Light gray. Okay, maybe it's just me. Has anybody else ever noticed bees have these tiny little legs? Like, they're so small, and like when they fly around, they like wiggle back and forth. I wish that he was moving because he's the easiest one for me to look at. But like when they're moving, they go back and forth, and I just never noticed these tiny little legs. See, it's like little gas tentacles, but actually like cute. All right, I got the symmetry down there. I got materials here. I got my recording camera set up right here. Yes, I did eventually cave and buy a cam account. We got this right here though. Now let's get moving. The honeypot is officially completed. I probably could fill in the bottom with concrete, which I actually am probably going to do now that I think about it, but it is complete. Once there's honey filled in here, we're not going to be able to see that only the honeycomb is here, and I was not willing to invest the 20,000 or however many honeycombs I was going to have to harvest. No, it would have been like 40,000, I think, probably. Was not willing to invest the time in harvesting that many honeycombs. Getting this much was already kind of a large task. But we are going to start getting pipes flowing from our beehives and start filling that up. It shouldn't be too difficult. I mean, like, I literally all I need to do is put pipe, put pump, put hose pulley, and that can start filling. Once it starts filling up, I may just put glowstone actually in the bottom so that I don't have to worry about the torches and it turning into semi of a mob farm before it starts filling with honey. Yeah, I think I'm going to do with that because the torches obviously are going to get in the way, and I don't really know the best way to deal with that besides just light it up with glowstone. So we'll do that. The honey pot has been not destroyed, not ruined because it can be fixed, but severely defaced. And I have a bone to pick, and I just had to walk across my base to get this sword. Because you are not bringing a frickin' grass block into my nice and pristine honey block. And especially putting it over top of the glowstone. What's wrong with you? And I believe if I just click this, oh, we should start getting honey down there. I believe. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. Okay, it is working. It just takes a couple hives, I guess, to get a block. But we got at least one. This is going to take a long time to fill, I'm fairly sure, but we got at least one. This is about half an hour. I need a way to speed this up massively. Because this is clearly not enough, so I think the entire top of this I'm just going to have to convert into a very sad looking bee farm, but it's what I'm going to have to do. I'm sorry, bees, we will relocate you to the wild once we get this filled up, I promise, but for now, this is not going near fast enough. Not gonna lie, I do feel kind of bad about this one, but I do need a way to speed it up, and the not animal friendly approved farm is, I think, the way I have to speed it up. I really don't feel good about this, but I want to get this done. I don't know if it'll be done this episode, because this is going to take a while. But I do want to at least speed it up a little bit, since it's been literally almost an hour, and this is what we got. Okay, this is like 2 hours worth of work. I need to have a better system in place than this. I need more. That's quite frankly all it is. I just need more bees. This is going to be a lot more than I thought, and I feel very sorry for these bees that are going to have to endure this tunnel. I feel like this is going to be mildly barbaric, but I need to clear some room first, and then I can explain it. Alright, I'm setting this up, and I already feel cruel doing it. Effectively, what I am setting up here is that 2 beehives can hold 6 bees. If all 6 of those bees breed, then they will fill up a 3rd hive. So we are going to use this as effectively a bee breeding ground, and I'm gonna make it longer. This is just the initial get it in, but that's how we're gonna start mass making bees to hopefully fill this up quicker and expand this farm more. To me, this says I now have an overage of bees to hives, which means I think if I take... Do they get angry at me if I... They do not. Okay. To me, that says that both of those should be full. So if we... well, I should actually craft another empty beehive. Hold on. Alright, it's a little bit janky, but I think it works. So we can do any of these, really. I'm going to do the one in the back just so I have the extra safety of a few. But if I put these 2 hives here, then we just gotta wait for those bees to come out, and then we can, oh, well that was fast. Alright, so we are going to do all of that. I'm gonna flood these spots so that they want to be in here, but now I'm stuck in here with them. Bees, please let me through. Oh, right, I can't flood that spot. But there should be 3 baby bees here. I can't tell, but there should be 3 babies. I see 3. I think I see 3. I saw it definitely 2. Okay, there's only 2. Where's the 3rd? Ah, there we go. Get in there, buddy. There we go. Okay, we definitely have 3 now. So now they should all go back in there. And whichever hive the 3 babies assigned to should be one that we leave, and then we take one of the other ones out. But yeah, that's effectively what we're going to have to do to start the bee relocation program. Okay, the underground bee breeding is not going that well, so I am just kind of doing it in here because I can also. There's so many more hives that just work so much better. They reset quicker, but this is so much fun. Them all just swarming as soon as I pull out the flowers. We've finally done it. We finally have a layer done. I can finally hit this lever and pull it up one layer. We can start it again. That's a good start at least. I believe that this is layer 4, which we have like 20 something layers, I think. I think I've maximized this about as much as I can. Like if I go into F4 here, right? Oh, there's 18 here. It's so laggy. 18 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 18 plus 80 is 98 times 3 is 294 bees here, and then however many here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, I believe. I believe it's 13 up here. Times 3 is 36, so we have over 300 bees. I don't think I can expand the farm much more. I think at this point it is just a waiting game, and I have just been waiting it out for a while. This is going to take forever. I cannot justify keeping waiting, so we are going to start actually building down here. Oh, I should probably put these guys into the system. We are going to start building down here, though. We are going to start getting the actual, like, usage of honey done, even though I don't think there's actually that much usage. I just kind of want to have it for the sake of having it. Like, it's more of a completion thing, if I'm being honest, than anything, but that's okay. We are going to start building here, and we are going to connect ourselves up to the main production area, since it's literally right here. It just means moving the smelter slash this and moving fireworks and stuff, and maybe moving this. I don't even know if I need to even move the andesite, quite frankly. We're going to get started on actually doing stuff instead of just sitting and waiting for that to fill up, because it is going to take forever. We have hundreds of bees in production already. I don't think I can reasonably expand it much further. It's just a waiting game. A lot of clearing has been done. Cleared out all this, cleared out all the way over there. It's pushed back really far. We now have a stairwell up here. This is cleared out more. It's lined up more with this. It now actually extends out so you can see the perimeter of this. And then over here, I think this is going to be our first little bee sanctuary. I think it's going to be massive. It's going to be bigger footprint than up there at minimum. Like maybe even all the way to back here, honestly. But they'll get this nice glass view out here. Because this is the clear glass, it looks like it's not even here at all, which is kind of cool. And then I'm going to figure out how to get concrete, honeycomb, and like actual plant life looking good in there. I think we may be messing around with the chip concrete a little. Like either these panels or these mosaics. I think there's a way that we can make this looking pretty nice for them, and it'll be the first good sanctuary. We'll get some glowstone here. We'll get obviously a ton of grass and flowers. They'll be happier here than the mess that they've been in before. Just look at how nice that sunrise is. And the bees that get in here are going to get to experience that all the time. I am going to start putting them in. I am going to start actually blocking this off. I think I'm going to fill these lines with honeycombs. But in order to do that, I need to put the beehives in here so that I can actually like get more honeycombs, since all the rest of them are hardwired into the production of this, which is still going. I think this is layer 4, so we're moving slowly but surely. We haven't used one of these since last season, but to me it made the most sense to use the gantry shaft to build a pathway up to the bees. I mean, like, it's gonna be in a better position than that, obviously, but we're gonna finish building like a decontamination thing here, since there's gonna be food in here. So we can have like the decontamination to get to the bees, then we have the decontamination when you leave the bees. Then the bees are not causing any contamination concerns, is the idea. Now I know at this point I'm very much a create YouTuber and not a redstone YouTuber, but man, I'm out of redstone practice. Like, I understand that this works, but it messes with my head so much that this connects to both this and this. But yeah, effectively I have one button down here to raise it up and one button up here to raise it down, and they control the same switch just so that it's easier. But yeah, we now have our lift set up. Oh, and the lift does have this like base. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. I've been sitting here for a minute or two, like literally a minute trying to think of the word. Is it just base? Like, I don't know. I should probably have a way to access this button in case if I accidentally send it up without trying to. So I may have this recessed a level. I don't know. That doesn't feel right, but I also don't. Maybe I just have like a reset button over here or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Now, I don't want people mad at me about this, right? But I do still need honeycombs so I can finish this room. I need honeycombs. And there's only really one way to do that, especially when our entire other farm is dedicated to actual like physical honey. So at least for this first little bit, these guys are going to have these underneath. And yeah, there isn't really a way around that. Are they going to come out of the hives? It's middle of the day, isn't it? The honey is flowing. It is slowly getting there. We have our decontamination here. We got our first bee location here. We got their nice little outlook here. And I think we're about at wrapping up this episode. I did just find my clipboard from so long ago. I had it on my clipboard. I wanted a honey tank. We also did our lava tank. We have rebuilt our iron farm. We built our andesite farm. We have our actual farms. And we've done 2 of the liquid storage things. I don't even know if I'm going to bother with a water one since you can have a 2x2 infinite water source. Maybe just for the looks of it. I guess chocolate's on the horizon. Let's see. We lit up the forest. We improved the nether portal. We connected the road. We built an entrance to storage. We did move the tree farm. We're going to have to move it again. I'm not doing that. And that I don't know. Secret project is the floating islands. I can actually start using this clipboard again, though. And we can fill stuff out. I think first thing that we're adding to Secret Project is Bee Island. But that is going to be something that we start working on next time. Hopefully this is... wrong way. Hopefully this is getting filled up by then. And we can start working on the Bee Island before, to be clear. But hopefully this getting done is a shorter term thing than a longer term thing so that we can actually move the bees to Bee Island. But if you enjoyed, please leave a like. This is the most in-depth time video I think I've ever done, both recording wise and just time commitment. I had 65 clips including this one, I think, based on my math, which is the most clips I've ever had for a video. So please leave a like, please subscribe if you enjoyed, and thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace!